What problem are you solving here and for whom?
Okay, so this Periscope proposal is focused on what a project that we're calling the PlayLink Universal, which is essentially an adapter system we're creating to retrofit existing playgrounds to make them more accessible, inclusive, and adventurous for kids in the future. So the problem that we're tackling is the fact that we've got about 8,000 playgrounds coming onto market shortly that are whose warranties have expired and whose technologies are outdated and who are really not meeting, these playgrounds are no longer meeting the needs and expectations of playground standards today. And our project is basically going to be addressing this missed opportunity.
But what's the closest existing solution?
Well, there really isn't one. So currently, when playgrounds expire, councils have to make, or when their warranties expire, councils have to make a decision. They either tear them down to make way for new ones, or they simply leave the existing ones until they literally fall apart. But most of them are actually structurally very sound. It's just that they are tedious and they do not have appropriate adventurous capabilities or affordances for today's children. And they also, most of them, built from the 90s to 2000s, do not have any inclusive elements for children with special needs. So there are virtually, or there are zero alternatives today for retrofitting.
How is your solution actually different to what is currently available?
The way I like to think of it, or the analogy I've been using to think through this adapter concept, is that what we're proposing is to design, engineer, and develop this universal adapter that can attach itself to any existing playground, any brand at all. And of any sort of generation, so any aged playground. It's a little bit like the USB-C adapter that came in to make all technology accessible to all people. We don't have this tiered system where Mac users have these elite or, sort of niche adapters that are really frustrating to the consumer. We are trying to democratize the playing field, so to speak, and make all playgrounds adaptable for all users in all councils.
But what excites you about this? Commercializing involves kind of a dynamic and excited kind of co-leads, if you like. So what excites you?
There's a couple of things that excite me. One of them, I mean, it's very much a new branch in my area of research. So I've always been, or for the last 4 years in the DECRA research, I've been focusing on urban inclusivity and ways that we can sort of rethink the role of play in public space. And now I really want to branch out to make these ideas really applicable to everybody. So it is really about making play more accessible, of course, to all these different demographics, different LGAs, and different sort of economic communities. But also for me, it's exciting to try and commercialize a project in this way. I haven't had an opportunity to be an entrepreneur, if you like. And there's something really interesting and dynamic about that. I love learning new things, working with different communities, and just sort of blue sky thinking. How can I apply all of this knowledge I've got to different fields?
Um, what makes you the perfect entrepreneurial lead to make this happen?
Um, I have a 7-year-old son, so certainly anecdotal experience, I think, puts me in the driver's seat for this. But also just my DECRA, my long-standing research now. I've built up very, very rich networks across engineering, play safety, design, public art, urban planning, urban space, architecture, landscape architecture. My networks that I've carefully built and cherish and nourish are all the right networks. I'm very uniquely positioned sort of as a little center node, with all these satellite nodes around me. So I think it's that collective expertise that I bring to the project that makes me uniquely suited.